It was a blessing, man. Coming from where I'm from, I know it sounds like cliche, everyone says that, but like no one has been in that situation where they've gotten signed or anything like that from where I'm from. Where I'm from, we don't even have like a stoplight, no McDonald's, nothing. It's super country, like cows and chickens. I always dreamed that something like that would happen, and for it to actually come true is crazy. Honestly, I would suggest most people just to stay independent unless you like need the money, because you don't want to give up your publishing. That's power, in this industry. So I would say do like an admin deal. If you got to do a co-pub deal, something like that. But yeah, I wouldn't be in a rush to sign a publishing deal for anyone. I tell my producers that all the time. A lot of people feel that like once you get signed to like a publishing company, you're gonna get like these huge sessions, and they're gonna make sure that you're set in the future and stuff like that. But honestly, I just look at it as kind of like a loan. They're gonna give you that upfront money, but you're gonna have to pay that back, with interest at the end of the day. So don't expect too much out of a publishing company, because you gotta think about like a big company like Warner Chappel or Sony, ATV. They have hundreds, if not thousands, of producers that they sign. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of easy to get overlooked unless you're consistent with hit records, just constantly coming back with new records and stuff like that. So just have kind of low expectations, I guess, on that side, and just continue to work hard like you're not signed. One of my best friends, Beat Monster Mark, he actually was managing someone prior to me. I'm not sure what happened with that relationship, but he was just telling me about how like he was getting placements for people, and like it was another stream of income and stuff like that. So I was like, wow, that sounds like a good business to get into. And he was saying it wasn't too stressful. It was pretty easy. I was like, I know I can definitely elevate somebody's career out here. So I got into it, and I haven't stopped since. I love it. I love being able to help these people. When I'm looking for like new producers to sign, I look for creativity, a good work ethic, someone that's grounded, humble, um, someone who doesn't really have too many like prior placements. I want somebody that I can really just help get them, get the ball rolling with their whole situation. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I always say this, like, just keep it business. Don't think of people as friends. Like when I was coming up, I used to think like, okay, this artist is rocking with me. We're about to be friends, and we're just gonna keep working forever. But it's like I learned that you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You have to work with multiple people, because the artist might be hot today, but tomorrow they might be, washed away. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about just staying consistent and just keeping it business, not really relationships or friendships or anything like that. In the past, I had situations where like with different artists, like even the artists that I started with, where we kind of just fell apart, didn't talk for like a year or two after I got signed, and stuff just got weird. But that happens, you know what I'm saying? In this industry, a lot of people seem like they're genuine and like they're gonna be there for you, but it's not like that. Even when I was young, I had like a real big name artist tell me he was gonna sign me. We came up together, and eventually like never got signed. I was still working a 9 to 5. Like I said, staying grounded and just continuously working. Like don't believe that somebody's just gonna be your friend immediately, or like this is gonna be a long-term relationship. Just send the beats out and handle the business. Honestly, for independent producers, just send beats to who you want to work with. It's no like set caliber that you have to start out with, no entry level, artists or anything like that you need to work with. Honestly, if you feel like you have the caliber beats that a Drake would use, try to reach out to Drake's team. You know what I'm saying? So just believe in yourself, make quality music, and it can potentially happen. You don't need a certain amount of placements in order to feel established. It's more so about having that one single. If you have a single that a lot of people can resonate to and know that song, then I would say you're already pretty established. All it takes is one song. In an average month, I would say that the team accumulates probably at least 5 to 10 placements at least. It's constant, like paperwork. Like we have the artists send us the producer declarations and stuff like that, and then our lawyer will go over all the paperwork, make a long form, execution and agreement and stuff like that. But it's just more so important to get that, and also make sure you get your splits correct and everything, and also get your sound exchange documentation as well. I think it's amazing that Airbud actually has like the lease agreements, the non-exclusive, the exclusive lease agreements, so that way we can make sure that producers are actually getting the money that they deserve, not only in the front end but also in the back end. I just started buying like French bulldogs, which sounds super random, but like bulldogs are a really good investment. Like you can buy them from overseas for like $2,000, $3,000, and then over here in America they range from $4,000 to $20,000. So if you have two dogs you buy for $2,000, you can either sell both of them for $5,000, $10,000, or you can have the puppies or whatever. That's just that's a small investment, but you can also flip houses if you want to get a loan for that, hard money loan, whatever. But it's numerous different ways that you can do stuff. You can start a vending machine business, open a car wash, it's a lot of different ways. I don't know, it's a lot of ways to make money for sure. Open up a studio is definitely key. I would say just continue to reinvest in yourself and buy new equipment, travel, network, book studio time to have sessions with bigger artists and different things like that. I have an MSI laptop, and then I also have a Kai MIDI controller. And what else do I have? Some Audio Technica headphones. That's all I need. It all fits inside my book bag. I just take that wherever I go, whether it be Virginia or out here. Just take my book bag, my 3 essentials, and I'm good to go. When I first started, I had a huge 49 key keyboard that weighed like 100 pounds, and I had to use a desktop computer. So it's definitely came a long way. It's crazy to think how innovative things are now, and just in the future, I don't know what they're gonna have. It's crazy. I choose to have my beats online because I want to make it so that it's available for all people, regardless of what they can afford. Because not everybody can afford the $5,000 to $10,000 beats, $15,000 beats. So I want to make sure that the average person on the street can still be able to lease one of my tracks if they wanted to. Actually, at my studio, I feel like most of the clientele are people that buy my beats, off the Airbud, honestly. So a lot of times I walk into the studio and not even know the person who's in the session, but I hear my beat and I'm like, how did they get that beat? But then I remember it's probably from Airbud most of the time. I look up to a lot of people. I'll get inspired from the people that I manage, or I'll hear something on the radio, or just different ways. Honestly, it's all about just staying innovative and just try to keep your creativity at an all-time high. Whether it's just traveling and I get inspired, it's different ways. Honestly. Yeah, most of my stuff, honestly, most of the ways that I connect with people is through my Instagram. I'll put on my story sometimes I'm doing collabs today, or if you want to book me for a session, I'll do it this way, or send me loops for this person, this artist, and it goes that way usually. Because I manage people, I usually just tell them to send me loops because everybody has tons of loops. So they'll send me loops, I'll add some instrumentation to it, some drums, and finish it. Just made my first sound kit with Producer Grind. So I have a loop kit and I also have a drum kit out with them right now. But I definitely want to do one with the whole team and do guitar loops and piano loops, all type of stuff. I feel like a lot of people the loop game is at an all-time high right now. So I feel like it's definitely a lot of opportunity and ways to make money just from making loop kits and stuff like that. I try not to look up to too many people because it's we have so many talented people in our group. These guys inspire me more than anything, for real. So the way that I found most of the people that I manage is actually through Instagram. Kilo had DM'd me. He was the first person I started managing, Kilo. He DM'd me and sent me a couple beats. I loved them and I signed them the next day. Felipe, I had posted I needed guitar loops and he hit me up, signed him the next day. James, I actually used his loop from Looper Man. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but I downloaded his loop and then the song came out with DaBaby, and he hit me up a few months later and was like, hey, I made that loop, and then signed him. And Alec and TB were both through Instagram as well. So yeah, a lot of it just comes through social media. So I would say that for I've been coming like loop makers or producers, definitely just network. It's all about networking, utilizing social media, and you never know what can happen. It's difficult, but I say my wife definitely helps a lot. She definitely pulls her part and makes it so it's way easier for me because she understands that like I still have further that I want to go with this music, and like even this trip, like being in LA, she planned all this. So it's really just about having that support system and somebody who can actually just step up to the plate and really just be there when you need them to be there. Quarantine was kind of difficult because my wife was pregnant with our first child, so like we had the stress of that, like her potentially getting sick during the whole thing, or like not being able to like be in sessions. And then I was in Ohio with her family the whole time during COVID for almost a year, so I wasn't really like making beats like that and stuff. So it was a little stressful, but at the same time, I understand like sometimes you need that break in life. So I just had a little hiatus and chill with the family and got some much needed rest and stuff like that. But this year we back at it for sure. The biggest thing that changed for me was just emailing beats out more. Before that, I was having a lot of sessions in Atlanta. Almost every other day I was in a session. So COVID definitely made me utilize emailing beats out, networking with people through Instagram and stuff way more. I feel like it's way more saturated already since when I first started, because when I first started, everyone had to use hardware. So like now that everyone can just buy a laptop and just install Fruity Loops and make their own beats, it makes it way more saturated. So I think it's going to continue to get more saturated, and I feel like people are going to have better sounds and stuff, but not everybody knows how to utilize those sounds. I would honestly just say just keep doing what you're doing, stay consistent. Just be sure to send your stuff out, network with the right people. The only thing that I would have changed about my past was I would have moved to Atlanta quicker, because I didn't move to Atlanta until I was probably about 25, 24. So if I would have moved when I was 20, I feel like I definitely would have had like a Grammy or something by now, because it's way more opportunity. So if you're like from a small town like I am, I would definitely say like move to like a hub. But I would say just have a backup plan, have stability, make sure you have your money saved. You know what I'm saying? And then just take that leap of faith. If you believe in yourself, you're gonna take that leap. It's just important to have that stability. You know what I'm saying? So once I got signed, I had a little bit of money to my name. I didn't have to work a 9 to 5 anymore. I was like, yeah, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ultimately, the end goal is probably like have my own record label or be a executive on some label or something like that. But definitely something. Hopefully, I'll still be making beats, and still be relevant. But if not, hey, I'm definitely enjoying the time, right now. But yeah, just it's definitely something that's still music related for sure. And probably open a couple more studios in different cities. The main artists that I really want to reach out to and work with are like Drake, Post Malone, Justin Bieber, Adele, people like that. I also want to cross over. Like, I don't want it just to be like hip hop with me. I want to do pop. I want to do R&B, all type of stuff. And like I said, I manage people. Everybody makes different types of beats, different genres. So definitely want to just work with everyone, honestly.